The snack you just gave your dog might kill them. Not a dramatic scenario. A normal Tuesday afternoon, a perfectly common food, a loving owner doing something they thought was fine. Here are 10 foods your dog should never eat, and 5 foods that could extend their life if you gave them regularly. Number 1, and this one kills dogs every single year: grapes and raisins. Most owners know chocolate is dangerous. Very few know that a single grape can cause fatal kidney failure in their dog. Here's what makes this particularly dangerous. The toxic response is completely unpredictable. One dog eats a handful of grapes with no effect. Another dog eats a single grape and ends up in emergency veterinary care with acute kidney failure within hours. Veterinary toxicologists now believe the toxic compound is tartaric acid, which dogs cannot metabolize. But because response varies so dramatically between individual dogs, there is no known safe amount. This warning applies to every form: fresh grapes, raisins, currants, sultanas, and anything containing them. Symptoms start within a few hours of ingestion: vomiting, lethargy, decreased urination. By the time kidney damage is obvious, treatment becomes significantly more complicated. If your dog eats even one grape, treat it as a medical emergency. Call your vet or the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center immediately. Number 2, and this one is hiding in your kitchen right now: xylitol. This artificial sweetener is extraordinarily toxic to dogs. Even small amounts can cause life-threatening hypoglycemia within 10 to 60 minutes of ingestion. Larger amounts cause acute liver failure. Here's why this is more dangerous than most food toxins. Xylitol is everywhere: sugar-free gum, sugar-free candy, some brands of peanut butter, toothpaste, certain vitamins, keto and low-carb baked goods, even some flavored waters. The FDA has issued repeated warnings because xylitol poisoning cases have increased dramatically as the sweetener has become more common. Many owners give their dogs peanut butter as a treat without realizing some commercial peanut butters now contain xylitol. When a dog ingests xylitol, the pancreas releases a massive surge of insulin within minutes. Blood sugar crashes. Without immediate treatment, seizures, collapse, and death can occur within hours. The fix: read every label. Anything marked sugar-free, low-carb, or keto-friendly. If xylitol, sometimes labeled as birch sugar or wood sugar, appears anywhere in the ingredients, keep it completely away from your dog. Number 3, the one most owners know about but still underestimate: chocolate. The toxic compound is theobromine, an alkaloid from the cacao plant. Humans metabolize it easily. Dogs process it extremely slowly, allowing it to accumulate to toxic levels that affect the heart, nervous system, and kidneys. Here's what most owners don't understand about chocolate toxicity. The danger depends on 3 factors: the type of chocolate, the amount consumed, and the dog's weight. Dark chocolate and baking cocoa are dramatically more toxic than milk chocolate. A small amount of dark chocolate can be fatal to a small dog. A larger amount of milk chocolate might only cause stomach upset in a large dog. But the risk is never zero. And dogs, as the ASPCA puts it, do not have an off button when it comes to chocolate. They will keep eating until the entire box is gone. Symptoms include vomiting, restlessness, rapid heart rate, tremors, and seizures. These develop within 6 to 12 hours of ingestion. If your dog eats chocolate of any kind, call your vet. Early intervention dramatically improves outcomes. Number 4, and this one is in almost every meal you cook: onions and garlic, along with leeks, chives, and shallots, all members of the allium family. These compounds damage red blood cells in dogs, causing a condition called hemolytic anemia. The damage is cumulative. A small exposure might not cause immediate symptoms, but repeated exposure over time leads to serious illness. The danger is compounded by how hidden these ingredients are: garlic powder in leftover pizza, onion in pasta sauce, chives in scrambled eggs. Baby food with onion powder. Many human meals contain these, and owners regularly share scraps without realizing the cumulative cost. A small amount won't kill your dog, but regular exposure, which many dogs experience through table scraps, produces long-term damage that often goes undiagnosed because the onset is gradual. Symptoms of allium poisoning include lethargy, weakness, pale gums, and reduced appetite. If you've been sharing scraps regularly and your dog seems increasingly tired, this is worth investigating with your vet. The fix: Never intentionally give your dog anything containing onion, garlic, or related vegetables, and be aware of what's in the scraps you share. Number 5. One that surprises most owners: macadamia nuts. These specific nuts are uniquely toxic to dogs. The toxic mechanism is still not fully understood, but the effects are well documented. Within 12 hours of ingestion, dogs show weakness, incoordination, tremors, vomiting, and elevated body temperature. Most dogs recover within 24 to 72 hours, but the toxicity is severe during that window, and complications can occur if untreated. The danger is compounded because macadamias often appear in foods that seem harmless: cookies, trail mix, baked goods, chocolate-covered nuts, which combine two toxins in one treat. Other nuts are not safe either. Walnuts can contain mold that produces neurotoxins. Almonds can cause choking and pancreatitis. Pecans can develop toxic molds. The fix: no nuts. As a general rule, no human nut products for your dog. The small occasional pleasure is not worth the risk of reaching the toxic one. Number 6 and 7 go together because they produce the same problem: alcohol and raw yeast dough. Alcohol is extremely toxic to dogs. Even small amounts cause vomiting, incoordination, breathing difficulty, coma, and death. Beer, wine, liquor, any spilled drink. The dog's body cannot process ethanol the way humans do. Yeast dough is related because once ingested, yeast continues to produce alcohol inside the dog's stomach. The alcohol causes the same toxic effects, and the dough itself expands dramatically as it rises, which can cause painful bloating and potentially a life-threatening twisted stomach called gastric dilatation. This is why raw bread dough is one of the most dangerous kitchen foods for dogs. It combines alcohol toxicity with physical obstruction risk. Symptoms develop quickly, within 30 minutes to an hour. If your dog ingests either alcohol or raw dough, this is an immediate veterinary emergency. The fix: keep alcoholic drinks out of reach. Keep rising bread, dough in a location completely inaccessible to your dog. Numbers 8 and 9. These don't poison your dog but can still cause serious harm: cooked bones and high-fat human foods. Cooked bones, chicken, turkey, pork, beef, any cooked bone, become brittle and splinter. Those splinters can cause choking, puncture the mouth or throat, perforate the intestines, or cause dangerous intestinal blockages. Raw bones appropriate for the dog's size, fresh and supervised, are generally safe and beneficial. Cooked bones of any kind are not. High-fat human foods, gravy, bacon, turkey skin, butter, fried food, fatty leftovers, can trigger pancreatitis. This is a painful and potentially life-threatening inflammation of the pancreas that often requires hospitalization. Pancreatitis cases spike dramatically around holidays: Thanksgiving, Christmas. Emergency veterinary clinics see a predictable wave of dogs who are given rich leftover foods they can't handle. The fix: no cooked bones ever, and the rich holiday leftovers, despite the pleading eyes, are not worth it. And number 10, and an additional warning about dairy. Caffeine is toxic to dogs, similar to chocolate in effect, but often more concentrated. Coffee grounds, tea bags, energy drinks, certain medications. A dog that eats used coffee grounds from a trash can can absorb enough caffeine to cause hyperactivity, elevated heart rate, tremors, and seizures. And dairy, while not strictly toxic, causes digestive problems in most adult dogs because they lack the enzyme lactase needed to break down lactose. The ice cream scoop, the bowl of milk, the cheese piece regularly shared produces diarrhea, gas, and stomach upset. A lick of yogurt won't harm most dogs, but regular dairy consumption creates ongoing digestive stress that many owners never connect to the cause. The fix: no caffeine products, ever, and limit dairy to small occasional amounts if your dog tolerates it, and skip it entirely if they show digestive symptoms. So that's the 10 to avoid. Now let's talk about 5 foods that could actually extend your dog's life. The 5 foods your dog actually needs. Number 1, blueberries. Blueberries are one of the most nutrient-dense foods available for dogs. They're packed with antioxidants that combat cellular damage, support cognitive function, and help slow the aging process at the cellular level. They contain vitamin C and K, manganese, and fiber. Veterinary nutritionists recommend a small handful of blueberries several times a week, as a genuinely health-promoting treat. Fresh or frozen, plain, no added sugar. Number 2, salmon and other oily fish. Salmon is one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These compounds have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that benefit joints, skin, coat, heart, and brain health. Research consistently shows that dogs receiving regular omega-3 supplementation show reduced inflammation markers, better joint function, and healthier coats than dogs on standard diets without supplementation. Cooked, boneless, unseasoned salmon, sardines packed in water, mackerel, a few times a week. Your dog's body genuinely benefits every time. Number 3, pumpkin. Plain cooked pumpkin or plain unsweetened canned pumpkin is one of the most effective natural digestive aids available for dogs. High in soluble fiber, it regulates digestion for both constipation and diarrhea. High in beta-carotene, it supports vision and immune function. Veterinarians recommend a spoonful of plain pumpkin added to meals, especially during digestive upsets. It works remarkably well and is completely safe. Number 4, carrots. Raw or lightly cooked carrots are excellent for dogs. High in beta-carotene, high in fiber, low in calories. And the crunching action of eating raw carrots provides a small dental benefit by gently scraping plaque. Veterinary behaviorists also recommend carrots as a training treat because they're satisfying but low-calorie, allowing more training reps without overfeeding. And number 5, eggs. Cooked eggs are a complete protein source with every essential amino acid plus vitamins A, D, E, and B12. They support muscle maintenance, skin and coat health, and immune function. Scrambled, boiled, poached, plain, no seasoning. A few times a week is an excellent addition to most dogs' diets. That's the 5. Blueberries, salmon, pumpkin, carrots, eggs. Give regularly. Watch your dog thrive. 10 foods your dog should never eat. Grapes and raisins, xylitol, chocolate, onions and garlic, macadamia nuts, alcohol and raw yeast dough, cooked bones, high-fat human foods, caffeine and regular dairy, and 5 foods your dog actually needs. Blueberries for antioxidants, salmon for omega-3s, pumpkin for digestion, carrots for beta-carotene, eggs for complete protein. What goes in your dog's bowl is one of the most important decisions you make every single day. Now you know what to take out and what to add. 2 more videos are on screen right now. Both will change how you see your dog. Pick one, I'll see you there.